Most of you watching this right now are losing money that you don't even know you're losing. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't make enough, because you're playing the game wrong for the stage that you're in. There are 5 stages of wealth. 5. And most people live and die in the first 2 and never even know that they had a way out. Tonight, I'm giving you the roadmap. And by the end of this hour, you'll know exactly which stage you're stuck in and what's actually the right move for where you are right now. So stay right here. First, I need you guys to drop a fire emoji in the chat if you've been here before. Drop new if it's your first night. I see you. Let's go. Right now, I can see everybody that's in the YouTube chat. If you're zooming in from Facebook or LinkedIn, I'll get to those questions when I can. I'm Jael Thomas, wealth strategist, and every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I come on here and break down the stuff that school skipped. But before we go anywhere tonight, I have to tell you about my friend Marcus. Marcus is a software engineer. He makes about $240,000 a year. He has the house, the SUV, the spouse, the 401k, the Roth IRA, and his child is in private school. From the outside, he won the game. Marcus called me 3 weeks ago. He asked me one very important question. He said, Jael, I make almost $250,000 a year and I have nothing to show for it. What am I doing wrong? Most coaches would tell Marcus he needs to invest more aggressively or buy a rental property, start a side hustle. All they do is give him a tactic. The tactic is not the problem. Marcus is doing all the right things, but for the wrong stage of where he is. By the end of tonight, you'll know what stage Marcus is in, you'll know what stage that you're in, and you'll know the only move that actually matters from where you stand right now. Here's the framework, guys. There are 5 stages. Each one has a play that works. Each one has a play that destroys you. And almost everybody is running the wrong play because nobody told you where you are exactly. The 5 stages that we're going to cover this evening is number 1, the trap. Number 2, the foundation. Number 3, the pivot. Number 4, the engine. And number 5, the empire. Tonight, we're walking through every single one of these. I'm telling you the play, the trap, and what to do at each stage. Quick heads up for you guys. This is going to make some of you very uncomfortable because most of you are about to realize you've been playing at stage 4 with stage 2 money or sitting in stage 3 with the stage 1 mindset. That's not a flaw. That's just a map that you don't have. You have the map now. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about stage 1, the trap. Liquid net worth is anywhere from $0 to $10,000. Maybe you're in debt, living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe a 401k just getting started. Maybe not. The trap isn't about how much money you make. The trap is about how much you keep at the end of every month. A surgeon making $400,000 could be in the trap. A teacher making $50,000 can be out of the trap. The trap is structural, not income-based. I'm going to let that sit. I had a client, her name is Janelle. She's a dentist with her own practice. Very well-off young lady, very kind. She pulls in about $380,000 a year. She looked at her bank account at the end of the month, and she saw that there was only $1,200 left. Not because Janelle is reckless, because every dollar that came in had a job already assigned to it before Janelle could even touch that money. Mortgage, student loans, daycare, the lifestyle that comes with the new title, with the ownership, with all of the things that we think we need to do when we hit a certain income level. Janelle isn't broke. She's never been broke, but she is trapped because she has to get up every day and work that job to make sure that she can keep up with the lifestyle that she's created. That's stage one. If your money owns you before you own it, you in the trap. It doesn't matter what your W-2 says. It doesn't matter what society deems successful. Do you feel successful? Do you feel free? Or do you have to get up and go make that check? The play at stage one is not investing. The play is not side hustles. The play is not real estate. The play at stage one is only the one thing that needs to happen. Stabilize. 3 moves at stage one. Your first move is build a $5,000 to $10,000 cash cushion. Not a year of expenses, a cushion enough for breathing room. The second move you're going to make, kill that consumer debt, please. Credit cards, store cards, anything over 10% interest, snowball or avalanche, your choice. Get rid of it. The third thing that you're going to do, track your money for 30 days. You can't fix what you don't see. Most people in stage one skip stabilization and try to go straight into investing. When they get that little cushion, they buy the rental property. They sign up for the mentorship. They put 10K into a coin. And 6 months later, they're back where they started. Only now with the side asset that they can't even manage. Stage one is not sexy. Stage one is foundation. You don't build a tower on sand. Drop the word trap in the chat if stage one is where you are right now. There is no shame. This is where almost everyone starts. This is where I started. The fact that you're watching this tonight tells me you're already moving past stage one. So don't ever get discouraged. When you have the information and the knowledge that you need, you can make another move. If you've been with me through this first stage, and let me go ahead and check to see, make sure we don't have any questions in the chat on YouTube. All right, let me see. Okay, no questions so far. If you've been with me through this first stage, you're already ahead of 95% of people. The information that you just received, most people pay for. Most people don't even know what to ask. That's why I do this for free every single Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. East. Now let's jump to stage two because I know y'all ready. The foundation. Liquid net worth is from 10,000 to 100,000. You're cash flow positive. You have some savings, no real assets working for you yet. Stage two is dangerous because you have just enough money to make a silly decision. I knew a guy in stage two. He made about 135 grand. He had $40,000 saved, got hyped up about crypto. After a few months of research, he dropped $30,000 of his savings into crypto. 1 year later, the coin had tanked 70%. His money was locked up because he couldn't bring himself to crystallize the loss. He had no liquid reserves left. He spent the next 18 months stressed because his foundation that got built on savings that he took a big swing with was gone. Stage two does not need bigger swings. Stage two needs leverage. Not financial leverage, skillful leverage. 3 moves that you need to make at stage two. The first move is build a high income skill that's not your day job. Wholesaling, creative finance acquisition, private capital relations, consulting for whatever you're an expert in, something that pays you outside of your W-2 income. Your second move is going to be start the list of people that you have relationships with, the capital network, the operator relationships. Your network is the asset, not your account balance. Who do you know that's influential? Who do you know that knows a lot of people and is well respected in your career path or your community? Your third move, do not deploy any capital yet. Stack your skills up. Stack up your relationships. Capital deployment without skill is gambling. Stage 2 is where most people quit because stage 2 doesn't feel like progress. You're not buying anything. You're not flexing anything. You're learning, you're networking, you're building the muscle. You guys, I spent my whole first year in real estate going to meetup after meetup after meetup after meetup after meetup and another meetup because my relationships and the people that I could count on when I needed help mattered way more than me getting that first deal and disappointing everyone that I brung into it or myself. When you have the network, you also have the collective of their knowledge. So just think about taking it step by step and not skipping any of them so that you have the foundation that you need to succeed from the beginning. The people who push through stage 2 with patience, they go vertical at stage 3. The people who skip stage 2, they get crushed. Which one do you want to be? Drop the word foundation if stage 2 is where you are right now. And I want you to ask yourself, am I stacking skills or am I trying to deploy capital before I'm ready? Okay? If you've been with me through the last 2 stages, drop a fire emoji. I see you. You came here to slay, not to play. We're getting to the section that determines what the next 10 years of your life will look like. Stage 3, the pivot. And your girl is famous for the pivot. I love to pivot. If it doesn't make sense, pivot. Liquid net worth, 100,000 to a $500,000. Real income, 125K to 300,000 a year. You've got the skills now. You've got some capital. The question is, what do you do with it? Stage 3 is the make or break stage because at stage 3, the wrong play can cost you a decade. And I want you all to know and always remember our most valuable asset is time. You can't get it back. When people say that time is money, that is incorrect. Time is far more valuable than money. So when we make these decisions, we got to think about our future, our life. And time is the most important thing that we have. Most people at stage 3 make one of 3 mistakes. Mistake number 1 that I see, they keep stacking, stacking, and stacking cash. They've been told to save for an emergency. At stage 3, you have an emergency cushion already. Continuing to save at this point just means that you're losing 8 to 12% a year to inflation while feeling responsible. Mistake number 2, you buy the wrong asset. You saw somebody on TikTok talking about RVs. You saw them talk about mobile home parks. And you like, I got 200 grand. I'm going to drop it into the first park that I see. Storage might be an option. A creative finance acquisition. You all over the place. A small multi might be good. The asset has to fit your stage. Most people pick assets based on what's trending, not what fits their individual goals. Your asset class is going to depend on your risk tolerance, who you are as a person, and what you want out of it at the end. What kind of tax benefits do you need? That's how you determine your asset class, not about what looks cool on social media. Mistake number 3, you keep fueling money into the 401k and the Roth. We talked about this last week. If y'all didn't see that, make sure you go watch that video. Your life depends on it. At stage 3, retirement vehicles are a tax-deferred way to lock up your capital that you need right now for action and active deployment. The W-2 retirement track was sold to you as the safe play. It's not. It's the slow play. And slow at stage 3 is very expensive. Stage 3, pivot. Stop optimizing inside the W-2 economy. Start owning real assets that produce real cash flow right now, not in 30 years. There are 3 moves that you absolutely need to make at stage 3. Get a real estate CPA, not a regular CPA. They're not all created equal. The money that they save you pays for them 10 times over. Number two, build your personal wealth blueprint. Income type, risk tolerance, time horizon, asset class fit. The right asset for someone else may not be the right asset for you. The third move that you need to make is deploy your first real chunk into a cash flowing asset that fits your blueprint. Not what's trending. We're doing what fits. Now, some of you watching tonight are in stage 3 right now, and your brain is going, okay, but what's my actual blueprint? That's actually the right question. And it's also the question that I built a product around because so many of you have been asking for it. It's called a 90-day cash flow plan. It's a one-time fee, and you get to sit with me one-on-one. We build your blueprint based on your numbers. You fill out an application in advance, so I have everything in front of me. And I'm going to walk you through your 90-day execution map that leads you to cash flow. The link is going to be dropped or it's in the description. But here's the honest part. It's not for everybody. If you're in stage 1 or 2, save your money. The free content I drop every week is enough for right now. Come back when you're at stage 3 or higher and have something to deploy. If you are at stage 3, that link is your move. If you don't, either way, I'll see you next Wednesday. Now let's jump to stage 4, the engine. Your liquid net worth is $500,000 to $2 million. You're not just building wealth anymore. You're running an engine that builds wealth while you sleep. Stage 4 is when active becomes passive. When you stop being the one doing the deals and become the one funding the deals. When your spouse maybe leaves their W-2 to qualify for as a real estate professional status with a tax code. When you start showing up on the LP side of deals, not the GP side. Stage 4 is where everything compounds. But there's one trap at stage 4. Doing more deals when you should be refining, simplifying. Most stage 4 people don't need 10 more rentals. They need to optimize the top 5 that they have. They need to cost segregate the assets that they own. They need to reposition themselves for success. They need a CFO mindset, not a hustler mindset at that late. The stage 4 play is portfolio strategy, not deal flow. Y'all want to know your 3 moves at stage 4? Move number 1, real estate professional status. If you or your spouse can qualify, the tax savings alone justify everything. Trust me, y'all. Stage number 2, passive equity, meaning a limited partner position, whether that be for an apartment building, a hospital, whatever type of big development, you can come in as a silent partner and invest and get the tax benefits that commercial property or asset actually gives. You stop being the operator. You become the silent capital partner. Stage and move number 3, protect what you've built. Your trust, your LLCs, asset protection becomes critical at this point. One false move and all of that can be at risk. Stage 4 is also where most people start working with someone full time because the moves at stage 4 are too high stakes for trial and error. You don't run a $500,000 deal off of a YouTube tutorial. If you're at stage 4 right now and you want me in your corner for the next 12 months, that's what the Elite Path to Freedom is for. That cohort opens soon. It's probably going to be mid-July. The link is in the description. Read it, decide. We're starting the cohort with the right people, not just whoever puts in that application. So if it's a fit, make sure you move quick. Now, y'all, this is my favorite stage. The Empire, stage 5. Liquid net worth is 2 million plus deployed. Multiple income streams. Generational mindset. It starts here. Stage 5 is no longer about building wealth. It's about protecting it, multiplying it, and passing it on. The stage 5 play is asset allocation, tax structure, generational planning, philanthropy that actually moves the needle. 3 moves at stage 5. Move number 1. Your wealth has a structure beyond you. Trust planning, multi-entity setups, asset isolation across silos. Your move number 2. Your money makes other money. You're not in deals anymore. You're in funds, syndications, operating businesses, running foundations. Move number 3, you start handing the playbook down to your kids, your grandchildren, your siblings, your team. Wealth that ends with you isn't wealth, it's a personal score. Stage 5 is what we're building towards in our family. It's the reason this whole show exists. This is why I do Wealth Builder Wednesdays, because I wish somebody made this video before I made a bunch of mistakes. I'm so serious, guys. Like, if I knew some of this stuff, I would have did better earlier. So I made this for you so that when you get to stage 5, you're not the only one in your family who understands how it works, how to protect it, how to keep it, so that that playbook does not end with you. You can even put in your trust that nothing gets dispersed unless the people who you're giving it to know how to take care of it and how to keep it. This is the goal. This is the why. Here's what stage 5 actually looks like and why it should be your goal. Okay. It's the moment that your money stops asking you for permission. It's the moment that you wake up on a Tuesday and realize that the deals are running, the assets are paying, the structure is holding, and you didn't have to touch a single thing for the past month. It's the moment that you fly your mom out for her birthday and don't check the bank accounts first. It's the moment that you write a check to a cause that matters and the number doesn't make you flinch. It's the moment that your time becomes the only currency that matters because you finally have enough of the other one. It's the moment that your kids grow up watching wealth get built instead of watching it get chased. That's the real shift. And here's what I need you to hear. Stage 5 is not an age. Stage 5 is not retirement. Stage 5 is not something that happens to you when you turn 65. Stage 5 is not reserved for people who started young or were born with money. You hit stage 5 at 28. You can hit stage 5 at 65. You can hit stage 5 retired. You can hit stage 5 starting from 0 in your 40s after divorce. You can hit stage 5 at 70 after losing everything and rebuilding. The map doesn't have an expiration date. The only thing that matters is that you start playing the right game for the stage that you're in right now. Stage 5 should be the goal, not because the money is the goal, but because stage 5 is where you stop trading your life for it. We've covered all 5 stages now, guys. I hope you received some value from this. We covered the trap, the foundation, the pivot, the engine, and the empire. Right now, I want you to do something in the chat. Type the stage that you think you're in, just the word, whether that be trap, foundation, pivot, engine, and empire. Be honest. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about thinking that you're behind. The stage that you're in isn't a judgment. It's a starting point. The only thing that matters from here is whether you play the right move for the stage that you're in. Take a breath, type it, and I'll wait because I really do want to know what stage you're in. And there's no shame in any stage. All right. So we've got a few minutes for questions. If anybody has a question and you're here live on YouTube, you can drop it in the chat. 2 quick housekeeping before we do the Q&A. 1, the 90-day cash flow plan I mentioned. If you're at stage 3 and you want me to build your blueprint with you, the link is going to be dropped in the chat. It should be in the description. 2, Elite Path cohort is now open. If you're at stage 4 and you want me in your corner for 12 months, the application is there. Read the page and decide if it's for you or not. If you are brand new here and you want to learn more about me, check out jaelthomas.com, JAELTHOMAS.com if you want to learn more. And I expect to see you back here next week. So don't worry, we'll get to know each other really well. All right. So I don't see any questions in the YouTube chat right now. If you're on Facebook and LinkedIn, feel free to drop your chat in the comments and I will make sure that I respond to you. So a question that I foresee is, what if I'm in 2 stages at once? Like cash flow positive, but no real assets. That's pretty much almost everybody. You're transitioning. So I would say anchor to the lower stage as your floor. Play that game until the foundation is unshakable. Then move up to the next stage and do those moves. Don't try to live in 2 stages at the same time. That's how people stay stuck. Pick the lower one, master it, then move up. What's the fastest jump between stages? Stage 1 to 3. 3 to 5 years if you stay focused. Stage 3 to 4 is actually the slowest jump because that's where most people get comfortable and stop pivoting. That happened to me. Testimonial. Yes, it happens. The hardest jump in the whole framework is the one most people are sitting in right now. So, how do I know if I'm actually ready to make stage 3 moves? 3 signals. First signal, you have your 6-month cushion. Do you have 10,000 to 100,000 sitting in your bank account? Number 2, you have a high income skill outside of the W-2. Maybe you understand how to do accounting. Maybe you are a great consultant. Maybe you are great with trademarking, the big high net stuff that you can do, in your sleep. Well, not in your sleep, but that you can do outside of work and still have time to reset and get things done. Okay, so name an asset class that fits you. I'm sorry, guys. 3, you can name the asset class that fits your blueprint without saying, I saw it on TikTok. You know exactly what you should be investing in based on your individual situation, not based on what you're looking at online. Okay, so that's really important. If you can't say all 3 out loud, if all 3 aren't ready and in alignment, you're still in stage 2, but you're very close to getting to stage 3. That's not a problem, y'all. At least you have metrics that you can track now and understand exactly where you are. Continue building. Our time is going to be our time. Trust me, you want to rush your timeline. We all do, but it doesn't work that way. So we just have to work with what we have and where we are. Okay. So I have some people that would say, what do I do if I'm 50 plus and I'm only at stage 1? Stabilize first. There is nothing wrong with being 50 plus at stage 1. The map doesn't change with your age. What changes is your timeline, which means you compress. You don't skip, just find a way to do it faster. You don't get to start at stage 3 just because you're 50. But you can move through stage 1 and 2 in 18 months instead of 5 years if you go all in. The map is age agnostic. Your effort is not. When I think about making a big jump to something instead of taking the long way, I always say, what is the smartest shortcut that I can use to take me to the next level? People identify that as a quantum leap. So either you take an incremental step, which is a small step, or you make a quantum leap. So say you wanted to do something really big, like invest in your first property. Instead of saying, you know what, let me go ahead and read 18 books, let me get on YouTube and all of that, you say, no, actually, I'm going to go to a meetup. I'm going to meet all the people in my area that are in real estate. I'm going to make 5 new friends, and I'm going to hang out and talk with them more. Which person do you think is going to be getting to their first deal faster? So when we have time to strategize and figure out what is the best and the smartest way for me to achieve this goal, we can collapse our timelines extremely. So don't get discouraged based on your age. Age is just the number. That's real because you guys have all the skills that you need to be successful, no matter how old you are. You could still be a blessing in someone's life, you know. So you never know who needs you to do what you're supposed to do. Don't let age stop you. So where you are tonight is not where you stay. The trap is not your home. The foundation is not your ceiling. And stage 3 is not where your story ends. The map is yours now. What you do with it is the only thing that matters. If you got value from tonight, share this video with somebody, please. Click the subscribe button. Like this for me so that more people who need to see it can see it. And make sure that you don't miss Wealth Builder Wednesdays next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. All right. So I will see you guys next time. Keep building, wealth builders. Peace.